Hey, this is obake-san. I'm playing Link's Decision to Chronos, the Tears of Fate on Zelda Classic. We just got the flippers, but instead of continuing on to the final part of level 6, I'm going to search for the remaining heart container pieces. So we're going to start out at the swamp dungeon. We've got 16 to find, and I think this is going to take 2 videos. But before we leave the swamp, we have 1 heart container piece to get right here. And then we'll wander around in a very specific path to get these pieces of heart as quickly as possible. For example, this one right here. And yeah, now we can get out of the swamp. And we're gonna have to take a look at level 2 real quick, but that's alright. So, I guess, while we go through level 2, I can talk about Rift Tracks and Mystery Science Theater. This is just going to be a short journey through here anyways. Mystery Science Theater was the 90s show where I heard of the movie Manos, The Hands of Fate. The origin of, the game title here. But, let's see, it was, the silhouette of a row of movie theater seats, and in the right-hand side there were, a guy and 2 robots, and they sat there and made fun of the movie for you while you watched. This is not the right way. So yeah, you'd watch the entire movie like that with a little cutout so it would fit in the TV time slot. It was the 90s, so time slot lengths were a lot more important than with all the streaming services now. He had the 2 robots, the red gumball machine, and then it was the gold-painted robot with the hockey mask guard at the top of his head, and a bowling pin cut in half for his mouth. And the show had 2 different hosts back then. There was Joel, the creator, and then after about 5 seasons, Mike took over. He was the head writer. And then once Mystery Science Theater was canceled in 99, I think. A few years later, Mike made Rift Tracks. That was basically the same thing, except it wasn't a TV show. Well, you'd pay for an MP3, and you'd play that alongside your own copy of the DVD. And by the way, the Gliok here is a different color than it should be. That is just kind of a side effect of having one of those other enemies in here. I don't remember which. It might have been the Dodongos, but it might have been the Dig Dogger too. That's another heart container piece down. Not the only one here either. But yeah, RiffTrax did a lot of blockbuster movies at first. Oh, I should explain this place first of all. You can see we've got a lot of these. These are supposed to be caskets, and we've got to find the items that we need here. And of course this is the level 1 music from Super Ghouls and Ghosts, the sequel to Ghosts and Goblins. But since we have the Lens of Truth, we can look for the items without actually having to open every single one of these. And there is key. And there's actually 2 items in here. Fortunately, we've got plenty of magic. Alright. This is not a challenge or anything like that. This is just 2 locked doors. But we've got that heart container piece that's remaining, which would be in the treasure chest, so we can bomb our way through. Yeah, these don't do anything, they're just there for decoration. So that is 1 more down. That leaves us another 12 to get. So anyways, RiffTrax did a lot of blockbusters like the Matrix trilogy, the Lord of the Rings trilogy, the 8 original Harry Potter movies. They've done every Star Wars that had a theatrical release, all of them. They did the 2 Jurassic World movies. I know the 3rd one is technically out, but it's still in theaters, I think, so it would be a little early for them anyways. But these days they mostly do old movies, just, you know, also good. Those are also funny, but I would definitely prefer to see a bit more of the blockbusters. And they did so many blockbusters initially that they, for announcing what the movie would be, they would often do a 20 questions thing on the forum to see if the forum could guess which movie they were doing. And yeah, that was their official way to announce them sometimes. They haven't done that in a very long time. And this is the same type of thing that we saw before for a heart container piece, but the easier enemy portion. We've still got a 3rd one to deal with. I mean, Moldo. Yeah, that's gonna really hurt me. So, yeah, RiffTrax, they eventually got, well, pretty soon they got the voices of 2 of the bots, and later on they got one of the mad scientists from Mystery Science Theater, Mary Jo, and, yeah, so, they're still putting stuff out. They also have shorts that they're doing, which is like 10-minute, 15-minute videos that they get from somewhere. This is like a lot of 50s and 60s educational films and some long advertisements, and yeah, so they're still putting the stuff out. And then Mystery Science Theater, which, by the way, the concept behind it is mad scientists kidnap somebody and launch them into space and force them to watch bad movies as some sort of experiment. But in, I don't know, 2016 maybe, they had a very successful Kickstarter, and they actually put out 2 new seasons on Netflix. So they had a new host for that, Jonah, and new mad scientist, Kinga and Max. Mystery Science Theater also did a live thing where they went around on stage performing an episode written just for stage. And that one was by a different host, Emily. I did get to see one of those, but then they had another Kickstarter last year, 2021, and that one turned out really well too. Now they've made their own streaming service, which is more about live events and viewing parties and stuff, although it's still in beta mode. I can't tell you where we are, but I don't remember, but it was an adventure, maybe. This should be useful on your quest. It was of no use on mine. One more down. So yeah, they had the Gizmoplex is what they called it. Most of the old episodes are actually free to stream on it through the end of the year. But they've been releasing new episodes on the streaming service too, usually accompanied by a live Q&A type thing with the cast or some of the writers, sometimes even with somebody from the actual movie. So they're still putting out stuff too now. So let's see, we've got 2 more things to do in here. Living next to the park is wonderful. You can even hear the waterfall south of here. It's too bad there's not a path to see it. We saw that before, but now we have the flippers, so we can head down here to collect another piece of heart. But while we go for the bomb, yeah, Mystery Science Theater is where this Manos movie was unearthed. But they riffed it back in the 90s. If you want to watch a more recent riff than that, then Riff Tracks did it in the teens. So you can check that one out if you want something that with references that aren't quite so dated. Yeah, that's, I guess, all I can say about that. So, we are still looking for heart container pieces. This is somewhere that, we have been before, but we were not able to beat it, not even close. So yeah, a whole bunch of difficult enemies here. I am actually going to start using this thing. And that takes care of the most difficult part of that. But I'm not gonna lie, the Patra 2 is close. And of course, the Goma we have to deal with too. I've still got some more magic, and of course I still have the fairy, so it's not, the potion, so it's not like I'm gonna run out of health anytime soon. Now that this thing is out of the way, I can finally take care of it. Alright, I thought I could. And I think I am gonna have to use this potion. If the Goma would come out of path, there we go. But I am not going to be able to kill that thing without getting hurt. And I should have taken the opportunity while I could still throw my sword to take care of the Patra from a distance. But no, I had to go after the enemy. And then of course after I kill the outer layer, I gotta kill the inner layer. It's not too bad since I have the strongest sword I can get and the strongest armor I can get. The thief and knight can get the better sword. The knight and monk can get the better armor. So that is one more heart container piece down. And we're gonna use the last super bomb we need, I think. I guess we are going to need to also buy a new potion. And of course, some blocks. That's not gonna help. There we go. So this is a just string of block puzzles. We'll see if I can get through them quickly or not. So far it looks pretty good. No, that does not help me, but this does. Oh, a couple of red hands from Manos. And is that it? Yes. Heart container piece. And now, while we're over here, we have one heart container piece that we missed in a dungeon. Just the one. We've got everything else, I believe. Not really much sense in killing things here unless they give me money or health. like these guys. But of course, I had to kill them to push the block anyways. Getting close. Not too many more pieces of heart out there that are left. So, we can get out of here. We are definitely going to need some more money. But that's okay, we can pick some up while we are here, actually. These guys are at least easy. The fire boomerang has so many uses. But for money, we're gonna need to at least 500 to get through the last part of the town. And there is some money hidden here. Still can't cross the lava except over here, but there is a different way up the mountain that we couldn't get to before. Well, the thief could, but we need the power glove, so could not get there before, but there's no piece of heart or anything like that up here. This is just to get some rupees, nothing more. So yeah, obviously we haven't been here since the spot has not been bombed out yet. And more lava and caves. And I do not know how far this cave system goes, but I do remember one thing about it. That is not just a shelf. So we are going to place a bomb on it. Up here. Not really exciting, but we can pop across this little bit and get ourselves a big rupee. Not a very big rupee, but it's, you know, a start. But of course, that's not the only thing that's in here. We've got to keep going. Okay, finally. So here we have ourselves another purple rupee. But that's not the only thing. Aw, you were supposed to take what was outside and leave. Fine, here. Another 80. That almost brings us to what we need, but that's okay. We can make our way to the coin cave for the rest of it. Fortunately, since we already have so much, it is not going to take very long in the coin cave. We will have to come back to it later because we need to buy the gold arrows. But we can only carry it 999, so it's going to be... I can't get all of them. But I can definitely get enough. I don't remember how many of these have actually been done or not. But some of these will still have money in them. I think one of the ones up near the top still has a yellow rupee. But, yeah, we just need 500 for now. And we will not be collecting much more money after this, before we get to, where we need to go. 700. Alright, maybe I should start paying attention to what I'm doing instead of just kinda doing whatever. Alright. Whatever's left in here, I'm not going to pick up anymore. But I am going to still kill whatever I come across. Every single thing in here is good for dropping rupees. Especially these things. Okay. So, 944, that's pretty good. Up. Nope, these guys are back. And nothing. Alright, 951. That is definitely more than I need. Hopefully not more than is good for me. Ooh, that was close. I wasn't sure about that when I saw it. Ugh. And level 4, we're not actually going in. We're going to head straight to the past. So yeah, we've got... Whoops, that's not going to be good. We've got a heart container piece cave to get to. It is definitely not far. And once we get there, I think that's where we're going to stop. And we can continue at the heart container piece in the cave next time. Thanks for watching.